Hi, how are you? This is Brando, and in this occasion I will talk to you about the different kinds of animal we can find around the world. Okay, you know that animals are classified by different groups, and I'll tell you about those groups and what animals are part of those groups, part of each group, and what makes each group special. Okay, I will start with amphibians. These are animals that amphibians are animals that live part of their lives in water and part on land. They usually have soft, moist skin that is protected by a slippery layer of mucus. They also tend to live in moist places or near water to keep their bodies from drying out. There are three main groups of amphibians, which are caecilians, salamanders, and newts, and mud puppies, and frogs and toads. Okay, all amphibians are vertebrates, which means they have a backbone or a spine. They are ectothermic, also known as cold-blooded. Ectothermic animals cannot regulate their own body heat, so they depend on warmth from sunlight to become warm and active. If they get too hot, they have to find shade or a burrow to help them cool down. They breathe through their skin. They go through metamorphosis. Young amphibians hatch from eggs, but do not look like their parents. As they develop, their body shape changes. These are amphibians. An example would be frogs, toads, and also salamanders. Next group is birds. What makes a bird? Birds are the only animals that have feathers, which are made of keratin, just like your hair and fingernails. A bird's wings have the same bones as a human arm, but they are arranged differently. Some of the bones in a bird's skeleton are hollow. This makes the bird light enough to fly. There are more than 908,000 known types of birds. They range in size from the bee hummingbird, 2.25 inches long, to the 9-foot tall ostrich. Okay, so I would say that after reading this, I can see that the only reason why we can't fly is because our bones are not hollow. That would be it would be very cool for us to be able to fly without having to take an airplane or something. All birds are vertebrates, which means they have a backbone or spine. They are endothermic, known as warm-blooded. Endothermic animals regulate their own body temperature, which allows them to live in almost every climate on Earth. They have feathers. They lay eggs with hard, waterproof shells. Their parents' birds incubate the eggs until they hatch and care for their young. Okay, these were birds. Then we have the arthropods. The arthropods are insects, and they are divided into two main groups, those with wings and those without wings. There are nearly 1 million known species of insects, and more are being discovered every year. Many more think that spiders are insects, but they are not. Spiders belong to a different group of animals called arachnids, which also includes scorpions. Well, I didn't know that. Arachnids, spiders, belong to the same group as scorpions. But all insects are invertebrates, which means that they do not have a backbone or internal skeleton. Instead, they have a hard exoskeleton on the outside of the body. They have a body divided into three parts: the head, the thorax, the middle section, and the abdomen. They have two antennae and 6 legs. They hatch from eggs. Next, we have mammals. Mammals are there are more than 4,000 different species of mammals. The smallest is the hawk-nosed bat, which weighs 0.05 ounces. The largest is the blue whale, which can be 100 feet long and weigh 150 tons. But whether they live on land or water, all mammals share some common characteristics. The first one is that they are vertebrates. They are endothermic. They are warm-blooded, and that makes them being able to live in almost every climate on Earth. They also have hair on their bodies. They produce milk to feed their babies. This allows them to spend more time with their young and teach them important skills they need to survive on their own. These were mammals. We are mammals. We are animals too. We belong to this group. Now, the last group is reptiles. Reptiles, there are 4 main groups of reptiles: turtles and tortoises, lizards and snakes, crocodiles and alligators, and the tuatara. Many reptiles spend most of their time on land, but some spend a great deal of time in the water. Reptile species can be found in all types of habitats, except for polar ice and tundra. All reptiles are vertebrates. They are ectothermic, also known as cold-blooded. They cannot regulate their own body heat, so they have to depend on warmth from the sunlight. And well, if they're too hot, they have to find a shade to help them cool down. They are covered with scales and have lungs for breathing. So these were different kinds of animals we can find around the world. Thank you very much for paying attention. I hope this was useful for you and also entertaining. I'll see you the next time.